Welcome back to Mama J's channel. Today we're going to be spending a lot of time on this corner. As I said, I mentioned the other day I found the veil. It was really small. It was just a little accent in my hair. And I found my sewing needles, so we're going to actually sew a little bit onto the canvas today. And what's fun about this is it came with a little needle threader, which as you get older, as I am, my eyesight's not very good, so this is really helpful. So you take your needle and you thread this through the needle, which is easier to do because it's bigger. And then you're going to thread your thread through that part, which should be easier because it's bigger. Okay, and then you just take it and pull it through the needle. I mean, how awesome is that? That just like saved me so much time and eye strain and stress. Anyway, so this little kit, sewing kit came with, these needles came with this little needle threader. And it comes in this side, so it just slides in here, and then the top cover slides on top of it to easily travel with me when I'm sewing. It usually stays in my sewing kit, not really going several places with it. So anyway, so that handy dandy little thing is right there with my needles. So we're going to make an end, a knot in the end, and then I'm just going to sew this bit around around the metal headband. So I have the veil on there. I don't know that I want to necessarily see the end of the string. So if I can just poke this through the back of the canvas and just connect to that into the canvas directly. Then I don't have to see the back of the string. And then I can come here and start sewing this on. And connecting it to the canvas. Oops, got it on my rocks. Oh no. Oh, easily redone. So I'm already selecting and collecting a few more pieces for my next artwork. So I'll have that one posting soon. As soon as I finish Hope, we'll start on the next piece. Lots to process, lots to think about. So when I wore this on my wedding day, I actually only had it tied to 3 places, which I found funny. It was tied to the edges and then the center. And it was tied with like just 3 little knots. So it really was just a quick decorative piece. It wasn't, we quickly made that morning. But you think about when you're going to have a child, what are the family heirlooms that you would want to hand down to them, or things that you'd want them to have when they got older. And I always thought my my wedding dress or my wedding veil would go to my daughter. Just trying to get this one fastened around the corner here as it comes around the edge. And kind of see how this lies as it goes around the edge. Kind of wants to curl under. I think I can let it do that. Oh, that's why I caught too much of the lace. I was wondering why it was pulling so much. And it's because I caught too much of the lace instead of just the very last corner edge. I got the whole piece of lace. I just want this little bit. Just want this. There we go. That's what I want. And then it's not going to pull so bad. We can do two here on this side. Oh, I keep forgetting if I'm going over or under unthreaded what I just made. Let's redo that. Let's go over. Under. Okay, now we're going to fix it to the other side. The other side of this little shiny pit. This little gem. And then slide this under because I want it to be attached just to this back piece. I don't want it. Okay, so this doesn't have a lot of give on this decoration. This decoration, let's see how we can get it to go around the middle. Not really a part through it. There we go. And then we'll just come around here and add this last corner. Wow, that pink really shines off of that white. looks like this part is not connected. This part of the veil. And that's okay. I just poke it underneath here in the canvas. I'll just tie the knot off on the end. Maybe I'll sew an end to it. I can sew it in. I just make a knot. Tie it off. Okay. Now, if you want, you can sign your artwork. It's up to you if you want to sign it. Some people sign and date it, put their initials on the front or the back. It's really up to you on where and how you want to sign it. And then as my painting hangs, I'll have a little veil on the side. I think I'm going to trim this piece off here. Trim off these little pokey here. Just these little pokey parts. There you go. Hope it's finished piece. Thanks again for joining me as I honored her spirit.